Okay guys, it's another day, another dollar. We're back here in Tyson's too. We're gonna go to Andy's Pizza to pick up our first order of the day. I think it's showing like $13.75. Wow, it's a little bit heavy, but I saw 6 items and I'm like, Andy's is expensive. The cheapest thing is expensive. So I'm like, you know what, it makes sense. So we're gonna go ahead and pick it up. Now it does have a couple of fries, a lot of fries actually, but this right here is gotta be close to $100. So hopefully the food's ready. Let's ride. Okay guys, I forgot to do the proper introduction here when I did the first recording, so we gotta do it right now. Welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday, currently 11:50 in the morning. Now we've been online since about 11:30 or so, but it's been really slow, crickets. And then of course we got the order from Andy's that you saw me accept basically. Did a little bit of waiting, it wasn't ready. And to my surprise, it was actually a lot more than $100. It was like $160, I think. Because Andy's is expensive, so as soon as I saw all those items, I'm like, this is gonna be a lot, you know. But I'm surprised they didn't ask me to take a photo of my bag or none of that stuff, so who knows. But we're only 10 minutes away now. Let me get this dropped off. Today's goal, like yesterday, will be we're not going home until we make at least $250. And if we get a nice order here for Macy's, then we'll move the goal to 300. But we'll see what happens. What's going on over here? I don't know what's going on. People, let me see this. Oh, that sucks. Okay, never mind. I guess the guy was having a hard time. I don't know what happened, but I thought they crashed. It didn't. I guess the guy needed to jump. Who needs to jump in the middle of an intersection? That's crazy. Anyways, let me get this dropped off. We'll see you guys in a few. Let's go. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off. $21. Not a bad way to start our shift here. No, we are like 10 minutes away here from Tyson's, but again, $21. We'll take it. We'll take it. The time is 12:05. So again, the goal is 250. We'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was getting kind of worried because they're doing $1 peak pay, and it's already slow. It feels slow. There's probably a bajillion dashers, so maybe that's why. But we have our next order. We just accepted the next order here from Flower Child, going like 3 or 4 miles, I think. Now, I'm hoping the Flower Child is not super busy because typically every time I go there, they're either dead or they're really busy. It's like rarely an in-between where it's just kind of steady. So I'm hoping that, well, for one, we find parking and that it's busy, or that, I'm sorry, that it's not so busy so the food's ready. So hopefully we can make that happen. The time right now is 12:20. Let's go. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off. It became $7.75, but this house, yo, it looks like it's abandoned. It looks like it's condemned. I swear, for a second, I'm like, there's no way this is the house. Like, I'm gonna get robbed. That was what I was thinking. I'm like, somebody ordered Flower Child and they're gonna rob me. I've never been more apprehensive than to do a drop off than before this one, to be honest, because the house just looks like nobody lives there, you know. But then when you get close, you hear like music, and I'm like, okay, someone's here clearly. But I was here like, okay, I'm dropping off your order. Took a picture. I didn't say it like that. I just said, you know, hey, I have your order, because they said leave it there, but it was also handed to me, so I just wanted to make sure they knew that I was there. But yeah, we took the photo just in case. And now we're going back to Tyson's. I didn't honestly think there were houses like that here in McLean. I mean, it just looks like, well, first of all, I'm surprised no one's complaining. I feel like everywhere here has HOAs and things like that, so I'm surprised no one's complaining about the overgrown grass or the fact that the house looks like, you know, it's been through a hurricane and back. Because people love to complain about things like that, you know. But maybe they're just not keeping it. I don't know. Maybe they want to just sell it. Maybe they just bought it. Who knows? Maybe they could have just bought it to like renovate it, flip it, something. I don't know. But we're sitting at $28.75. Time is 12:35. Making our way back here towards Tyson's too. I'm hoping to do at least, I want to say at least 2 or 3 more orders before Macy's. Get as close as we can to $100 before Macy's. But it's not looking so hot. There is that random peak pay that came through, and it randomly stops at 110. Started at 12:10 until 110. So I don't know what's up with that, but we'll see you guys on the next order. Okay guys, we're here at 7-Eleven. Not because we have an order. I don't have an order, I'm just waiting. But because I want to get some new drink. So maybe we can get an energy drink or something, because I'm feeling kind of tired. So let's see. Sorry. Let's see what the options are. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Ooh, I see my favorite one. We're getting an order. It's garbage. Let's see. I think we're gonna go with my favorite one just because it's here, which is a NOS one right here. Nitro Mango. Let's get it. Alrighty. Do you want to get a snack? Nah. Just the drink. Let's go. Okay, guys. So it turns out going to 7-Eleven was the right decision because, for one, we got a drink that we're gonna open here in a second. But when I was checking out, we got this order here from Honeygrow, which is right next to the 7-Eleven, same shopping center. I was already there. 11.25. I think like 6 miles. But hey, cash flow, and I was already there. So I was like, you know what? We got to go ahead and take this. So we accepted. The food was ready. Now we're on our way here to do the drop-off. We're only 10 minutes away, 3.6 miles right now. And you know what? We're going to be right next to the Jersey Mike's. Maybe we'll get orders from there. Who knows? Let me crack this bad boy open. This is my favorite energy drink, by the way. Nitro Mango NOS. I think it's probably the best one, in my opinion. But not everybody carries it, which is interesting. I really want to try the rock string Zoe. I keep seeing Joe Easy talk about it, but I never see them anywhere. Like I never see them in like retailers, or maybe I haven't gone to Walmart in a while, so we'll see. But gonna crack this open, take a little sip. Oh yeah, yep, always hits for sure. Let me get this dropped off, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, so we got the order dropped off. It actually became like $15.75, I think. So now we're sitting around $45, which is great. We're coming back into Tyson's, and we got the order here from this place, Astro Donuts Chicken. I've never been here before, but the miles made sense, the pay made sense. And yeah, so we're almost there. We're gonna make this left. But look at this car. They picked the worst font for this bumper sticker. I think it's supposed to say all the way up, I think. I don't even know. If I was gonna make a bumper sticker, you best believe it would be not with this font. But yeah, anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so we're here at actually the Astro Donuts Fried Chicken. I've actually been here before. I just did not remember the name of it. Hopefully it's ready. All right. Yeah, it's a beautiful day today. So I'm surprised it's actually not slower than it is, because I feel like it's so nice. People are actually going out to places to eat, you know? So right now we're relying on the people that can't leave their house or that don't want to leave their house. So they're just lazy, you know, for all of the above. So hopefully the food's ready. Let's go. Okay guys, we got the order dropped off. Yo, the hidden tips today have been on point. Look at this one. From $6.25 to like $14.10, I think. The last one went up from 11 whatever to like almost $16. So we're sitting at $58.60. Not too bad, not too bad. Hoping to do maybe 1 or 2 more orders before the Macy's batch drops around $2.48 or so, $2.50. But yeah, so we're having a pretty decent day so far. Again, the goal is $250, so we need like $200 more basically. We're a little under that, but you know, you catch my drift. You know, we're not doing too bad considering that it was a sluggish start. But Andy's, you know, I really like Andy's. You know, check this out. So when I was eating Andy's last time, just for the, you know, for fun, because they have this huge display that says they won the best pizza in the Pizza World Championships or whatever, like a huge award. It looks really nice, and it's in the shape of a pizza, of course. I'm like, let me look at the reviews. You know, so look at the reviews, and then look at this review right here. Now, the guy more or less says that the pizza didn't have any flavor and it was overpriced and it wasn't very good, right? And, you know, maybe he got a bad batch. I don't know. Maybe, you know, it could have tasted bad. I don't know. I've eaten Andy's a lot. And the pizza is pretty good. It's really good. Is it a little bit pricey? Yes. But it's definitely good. You know, so I think a slice, I mean, if you get 2 slices and a drink, that's like $10. That's not bad. That's not a bad deal. You know, I think most people would consider 2 slices and a drink a meal, right? So that's not a bad deal. Now, if you want to get a whole pizza, that can be pricey. I think depending on what kind you want, it's like $35 or higher or whatever. But look at the answer from the owner. Now, I've never met the owner. I just don't think I have. But the answer to me is just savage, like in a funny way. Like to me, it was funny. Okay. Basically, he replied saying, maybe you had COVID and, oh no, I think he said like, did you have COVID? So then you lost your sense of taste. I think is what he's trying to say. Something along those lines. I put it up on the screen. I'm driving. I'm just telling you the story from recollection. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. I thought it was hilarious, to be honest. I mean, you can't please everyone, you know. That being said, doesn't mean that the pizza's always going to be good every single time. But you definitely cannot please everyone, you know. So anyways, we're making our way back here to Tyson's 2. We shall see you guys. Ooh, look at this. Oh, never mind. For a hot second, I thought it was a good order. It says $17, 17 miles all the way to Arlington. No, thank you. Let me decline this one. The time is 1:40. So we got enough time to do one or at least 2 orders. Hopefully we can make that happen. Let's go. Okay, guys, so I just remembered that I forgot to record when I picked up this order that I just dropped off, by the way, from Happy Eatery or Role Play Grill. I think the name changes depending on where the order is placed from, but I knew where it was at. I think it was showing 625, less than 2 miles. So jumped on and the food was ready. We just dropped it off and it became like 9:23, which is awesome. So the hidden tips continue. Right now we're sitting at $67.83. The time is 2:10. So we got 30 more minutes basically before the Macy's orders drop. So hopefully we can squeeze one more order in. So we shall see. Let's go. Okay, guys, so after doing the last order, we did not get any other orders. So we were just chilling. Oh, okay, so let me rephrase that. We did get orders, but they were bad. We were just chilling by Macy's, and the Macy's drop came, and bad Macy's orders, bad ones. I mean, like low paying, too many miles. So then when this one came along here from BJ's, I'm like, you know what, let's go ahead and take this. It's a decent order, 625, a little under 3 miles. Let's go ahead and do this. And I was hanging out with Adam, who was sitting right next to me. And when I accepted the order from BJ's, he got this order right here from Macy's, $56, I think. 3 stops, Bethesda, DC, and then Springfield. And he thought about it, but then when he zoomed in, he saw the one in DC is going to a college. I forget which college he was going to, but it's going to a college. So then he's like, oh, I don't feel like doing that. So he declined it. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe there's more orders for Macy's to go around, right? So I unassigned the one here from BJ's, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting. And for a hot second, I'm like, oh man, I think I just messed up. And then the order that he declined came to me. And I'm like, I hate going to DC also, but it's only 3 stops, paying $56 that it could go up, but it is going to a school. Nah, you know, it is what it is. So I took it. So now we're on the road here to Bethesda, Maryland. Then we're gonna go to DC. So you guys are gonna get to see our nation's capital. I'm gonna make sure to record because something's up with my dash cam. Like every time I try to download the footage, it gets corrupted. So right now it's basically useless at the moment. So I'm gonna have to record with something else. But anyways, I'm pretty hyped about going to DC. No, not really, actually, I'm not. But the guy texted me because he said, hey, when you get here, call me, I'll come down and meet you. So that just, that made it so much better. And because he texted me saying, when you get here, please call me. And I'm like, I replied saying I have multiple orders. Is this Emerson? Because that was his name. And I remember his name because I thought about unassigning his order specifically, but then the pay would just go down so much that it wouldn't really make sense for me to drive to Bethesda then all the way down to Springfield, you know? So we're making our way here to the first drop-off. Only 20 minutes away, actually. Not too bad. There is some traffic, but, you know, it is going into Maryland. So I'm really hoping that we can knock that out. I'm more worried about going to DC. I think that's where we're going to encounter the heaviest traffic of the day. So anyways, after this, we're going to be over the $100 hurdle. Let's go. Okay, guys, so we're still making our way here to Maryland. And honestly, I still don't understand why there's traffic. I thought it was an accident. I have not seen an accident. It's supposed to be heavy traffic like this for the next few minutes, although it is moving, so we'll give it that. But again, I can't think of a single time that I've done an order from Macy's going into Maryland where I've been able to get through the bridge in a timely manner. Every single time, there's always traffic. Every single time. But yeah, so we'll see you guys in Maryland. Okay, guys, so we're pulling up here to the first stop. It's actually like a massive church. So I'm gonna have to call them and see where they want me to drop this thing off because it doesn't say. Like it's just a church. and you have the main office and the school. I guess it's like a school church. That makes sense. I guess it's a church, but it's also like a school. So we're gonna call them and see what's up. Keep you guys posted. Okay, guys. So basically, I call them and they put the phone number of like the front office, front desk, whatever you want to call it. And there's not a single soul working tonight because, you know, it's the weekend. You know, so left the voicemail, and I already know what support's gonna say. They're gonna say leave it in a safe place. I would consider a church a safe place, and there were multiple packages that were also delivered by UPS by the front door. So I just made the executive decision to drop it off there. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Now we have a 25-minute drive here to DC. So hopefully, according to the GPS, traffic doesn't seem heavy. So that's always a plus. Now the customer is pretty responsive. I think he told me that he has, I think, class or something. He's politely asking me like, hey, how far are you? Because I got things to do basically. So I told him I'm gonna be there around 4 o'clock, and he's like, perfect. Because right now the time is 3:38. So yeah, we'll see you guys in DC. Okay guys, we got the order dropped off here. Luckily, Mr. Emerson came out of his dorm room, got his, I think there were sunglasses, I think. And now we're heading towards Springfield. It's only 20 minutes away actually, 12.7 miles. Traffic doesn't seem to be that heavy, which is great. But yeah, I cannot wait to get out of DC. I'm just not a huge fan, although traffic wasn't bad coming in here. And I don't think I've ever been to George Washington University. I'm curious to see like the boundaries, because when I was driving here, I saw like a George Washington police cruiser or whatever. So that was kind of interesting, because it's not like there's like a separation. I feel like DC is, you know, of course built before George Washington University, but it's all like integrated, if that makes any sort of sense. And this is a nice part of DC, that's for sure. You know, I feel like people can walk around here pretty safe. Nothing really happens. But yeah, you definitely can't say that about every single part of DC. That's for sure. But yeah, so far so good. I'm pretty sure that we're already over the $100 threshold. But of course, you know, I like to update at the end because it's easier that way, especially with the orders from Macy's. But yeah, overall, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, and I think it's simply because the DC customer, he was, you know, communicating with me basically the entire time. So anyways, we'll see you guys in Springfield. Okay guys, I'm happy to be back in my neck of the woods, although technically not my neck of the woods because we're in Springfield, but it's a lot closer than being in DC. We got everything dropped off. The pay stayed the same, 56.25 or 75, whatever it was. The time is 4:27, so we've done a really good time. Now, we're only 12 minutes away. Nah, there's no way. We're further than that. Okay, no, the GPS updated. We're 15 minutes away here from the Cheesecake Factory, which isn't bad actually. Now, great orders, I think all around. My biggest fear or worry was the order in DC. But other than that, smooth sailing. The last drop off, the guy said he was, because he was waiting for me outside, and I had asked him like, because he asked me like, what time did I leave Macy's? And I was like, oh, I left around 3. And then he was like, oh, you drop a lot of orders. And I'm like, a little bit, but I had to go to DC and this and that. I think I was more curious about the process than anything. And I wanted to ask him like, could you track me? Were you able to see where I was at? And he said that he couldn't track me. It just gave him like a window. Like, oh, your order's gonna be delivered between this and this time. So it's good info to know. But at least I know they cannot track me. At least not with Macy's orders. I know with normal DoorDash orders they can. I did ask him though if it gave him an option to tip. And I wasn't saying it because he didn't tip. I was just curious. I was like, oh, sir, quick question. Like, when you place the order, does it tell you that DoorDash delivers the order? Or like, how does that work? And he told me that it told him that the orders are fulfilled by a third party. It doesn't say which one. So I'm guessing that DoorDash can have multiple carriers, deliver the packages. And he said that he did not see an option for gratuity. And then he asked if I got paid. And I was like, no, I got paid. I was just curious. But yeah. So anyway, it's good info to have, and the guy was really nice. Plus, you kind of have to like feel the customer out. Like if you see someone that you can tell is angry or maybe not in the best mood, I'm not gonna ask him these questions. But he just seems super chill, just sitting on his porch, petting his dog. It's kind of relaxing. But yeah, so not a bad way to continue the dash. Now it is 4:29 right now. We're gonna be back in Tyson's 2 by 4:43. We're sitting at $124 with 8 cents, basically halfway to the goal of $250. Hopefully we can hit it before 9:30, but we shall see what happens. Let's go. Okay guys, we finally have our first order here after coming back from Springfield from Andy's Pizza. 6:25, less than 3 miles. I was already parked in front of Andy's anyways, because the other lot where I like to park is full. So here we are. Hopefully we don't have any issues dropping it off. It's only 2 cheese pizzas. And I thought that was kind of interesting because I feel like if I was going to order pizza from what I would consider a pretty fancy pizza spot, put some toppings on the pizza, not just cheese. I don't know. That just seems kind of weird to me. But to each his own, right? So anyways, let me get this dropped off and we'll see you guys in a few. Guys, so we got the order dropped off. And right after that, there's this pocket. There's like a pocket between Falls Church and Tyson's where there is no signal. Like it'll try to go to like 5G ultra wide or whatever, but there is no signal. And I already knew that was gonna happen. And there's a light, like a street light, And I'm always thinking like, man, if I get stuck here, it's gonna suck because then I won't be able to get any orders for a little bit. And that's what happened. But right after that, we were able to get more orders. And then we got this one right here from Albor's. Oh, by the way, there's a $2.50 peak pay going on right now. $2.50 peak pay. So the minimum threshold now it's $8.75. This one is showing us 9, which is great. And see, the thing with peak pay is, I think peak pay is there to get the lowball offers delivered from newer drivers or drivers that maybe don't realize there is a peak or something. So I think for me it's just a bonus, really. But I think it's just there to get all the orders delivered. You know what I mean? Like for example, I got an order from Safeway, $7.50 with the $2.50 peak pay. That's insane. A shopping order that's only paying $5 really, but you're thinking it's paying $7.50, and even then it wasn't worth it. Excuse me, but yeah, I don't know. The time is 5:30. I think we're sitting around 132, so after this we'll be around 140. So we're baby stepping it. Hopefully we can make 250 by 9:30. We'll see. Low key, I'm getting kind of tired. Look at this guy. The light's green and he's walking super slow. Like, patience is a virtue, but I don't know if I have that right now. anyways, after this, we might stop and get something to eat. I'm getting kind of hungry, so we'll see. I'm getting kind of hangry. That's what I should have said. I'm getting hangry. But we'll see you guys in a few. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off. I think it became $12.50 or $12, I think. We're sitting at $144 with 83 cents, basically one order away from at least being a $150, and it's $5.45 right now. So I'm getting a bunch of bad orders, even with the peak. There's just so many bad orders, even with the peak. So yeah, more bad orders going into Maryland. Man, yeah, definitely not right now. That bridge is probably gridlock at the moment. So anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, guys, so we ended up stopping by the Tasty Kebab and got some food. I was starving, but I didn't pause my dash. And when I was eating in the car, we got this offer right here from, I think it's Super Chicken, $17, stacked offers. I think the miles are pretty low. The food was ready, so now we're on the road. 17 bucks, can't pass that up. Let's go. Okay, guys, we got both orders dropped off. It stayed at $17, which is fine. But look at the comments on the second customer. Ring the bell, knock on the door, and leave. What am I gonna do? Stay? Eat the food with you? I feel like the leave part seems unnecessary. You know what I mean? But anyways, we're sitting at 161 with 83 cents. We're basically 3 minutes away here from the Cheesecake Factory, so that's always a plus. We're gonna migrate over there. Hopefully, we can get some bangers. We're crawling right now to $200, and then again, the goal is $250. So we're basically almost there, but not really. But we're gonna make that. We're gonna make it happen. I believe. We'll see you guys soon. Okay, guys, we're in the parking lot in Tyson's too, and it's absolutely packed. There's no parking whatsoever. Usually people respect the, because they have dedicated spots for rideshare and delivery drivers. There's no way this Lamborghini Urus is delivering food or doing rideshare. I mean, maybe the rideshare, I don't know. But everyone's just parking wherever. But it doesn't matter because we just got our order here from the Founding Farmers, which I'm kind of worried about because I'm sure they're also packed right now, paying $18.25. But you know what I just realized? It's 2 orders, but it's only going like 4 miles. $18.25, 2 orders. We can definitely do that. But I honestly thought it was 1. So I definitely got to be careful with that. But hey, we can't really argue with the $18.25 part. But yeah, typically, like I said, people are pretty respectful of the designated parking spots. But yeah, I really doubt that Lamborghini Urus is over here doing DoorDash or Uber Eats or regular Uber. But anyways, we'll see you guys at Founding Farmers. Okay, guys, we're finally back in the Dashmobile, and I say that because I feel like I waited a long time, but that's okay. I mean, it was my choice because when I walked in, only one of the orders was ready, and I could have assigned the second one, but I went to look at the the items, and it's an 8-piece family meal. 8-piece family meal from Founding Farmers just sounds expensive, And the girl asked me, hey, who are you waiting for? I'm like, hey, I'm waiting for this one. I had the first one. She went to go check, and like, oh, it's gonna be like 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more. They're making it. I'm like, okay, no problem. So I already knew I was gonna have to wait at least 10 plus minutes because I asked her, is it 10 minutes from now or 10 minutes from the pickup time? And she's like, no, 10 extra additional minutes. So it was almost close to 20 minutes. But again, I get it. They're busy. Like I took this video of the inside of the Founding Farmers, and it's absolutely popping. And I don't know if there's some kind of like school dance or something going on, but there were a bunch of like what I would assume are like high school age girls, like all dressed up, had a huge party, like like a huge number of people that are waiting to get seated in there. But you can tell when people get irritated. Like there was this one lady who she got there before I got there, and people that got there after her were getting seated. And maybe they had reservations, maybe they didn't, I don't know. But she kept having to ask, hey, what's my place in the queue, in the line? And, she was getting all mad. And I get it. I mean, if nobody tells you why you're waiting, you get upset, Just like there was another Dasher there who they told this man like 3 or 4 times, if it's not in this little like shelf, then it's not ready. And he kept asking for it until like the girl that works desserts, like low-key kind of snapped. She was like, if it's not there, it's not ready. And he just kept like pacing back and forth. Like this dude was getting irritated for no reason. Like, yo, we're not even cooking. We're not doing anything hard. Like I have no problem standing there just waiting. If they tell me, and I understand, like I have eyes. I can see how busy it is, But we're only 2 minutes away from the first drop off. Hopefully it'll pay more for the one that we waited, the 8-piece meal. So we'll see what happens, family meal. So anyways, we'll see you guys in a few. Okay guys, we got both orders dropped off, and it did pay a little bit more. Not what I was hoping for, but that's okay. It happens sometimes. I think it ended up being $19.75 for both instead of being $18.25. No biggie. Now the time is 7 o'clock, 7:05. We're sitting at 181 with 58 cents. Can we reach 250? I think it's gonna be difficult, but I think it's still possible. Now the peak pay, the 250 peak pay is still going until at least 9 o'clock, 9:02. Such a random number, 9:02. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see you guys on the next order. Okay, guys, we're back in Tyson's too. We got lucky with the parking, and look at the order that I just took. Now, let me start by saying that it's going into Maryland. Okay, I saw that it was going over the bridge, but I also don't think there's any traffic. At least there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be traffic, but we'll see. It's a catering order from P.F. Chang's. The order is over $100. Now, the difference here, when it says catering, it means that the base pay is different, right? So the base pay is higher. It should be $8. Now, there is a 250 peak pay, so it's showing like a random amount, $24.32. Now, it can go up. Is it gonna go up? I don't know. Is the food ready? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, guys, we're back in the Dashmobile after waiting, maybe like 10 minutes or less here at the P.F. Chang's. And I was talking to an Uber Eats driver, and super nice guy. I think his name is Simon from Bangladesh. He told me he was from. And you know how all the drivers are like all irritated that they have to wait and things like that. Now Simon can be part of my tribe. You know what I mean? Because this man was cool, just waiting, chilling, and we were talking about life and things like that. And he was telling me this is the easiest job he's ever had. He said back in Bangladesh, you had to do physical labor to get like cents. You know what I mean? So for him, waiting is not a problem. And I think a lot of drivers here can forget that. I'm not saying that you got to compare it to that extreme of like third world country and working conditions and living wage and things like that. But I feel like a lot of us, even myself included, sometimes we get annoyed, we get irritated about these first world problems when it's not that serious. But anyway, so I get there and the food's not ready, and I ask and they're like, oh, we're packing it up. And I was like, okay, no problem. Then they told me, oh, it's ready, we're just packing it up. They gave me the order. Now the GPS right here, 15 minutes. If this right now was 3:30, 4 in the afternoon, this would be a 40-minute drive one way. 15 minutes right now, perfect, all highway miles. I should be there in no time, and hopefully it'll pay more than $24.32. We shall see. Let's go. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off, and it was a banger. Let's go. $42.02, I think. But look at the base pay. I don't think I've ever seen a random base pay like this. $8.57. What is that about? But then you got the peak and the tip. Now we're only, again, 15 minutes away here. We're gonna be back in Tyson's by 8 p.m. It's 7:50. So yeah, it's like 13 minutes away. Like, again, it's insane how traffic can affect this order. Like, if this order would have came in, same thing. If it would have been the exact same offer, I probably would not have taken it if it came around 4 or 5 o'clock, because I know what it's like to be in that bridge with the traffic. But I'm glad that it came at the time that it did come, because we had just spent a decent amount of time at the Founding Farmers. But again, when the order came, I was like, you know what? I looked at the map and I'm like, it's Maryland, but it could be more. And luckily for us, it worked out. Now we're sitting at $223.60. So we need a little more than 25 bucks before we can go ahead and call it a night. You best believe that I feel more motivated now than I did like an hour ago. I'm confident we can do it. It's only 7:51, and hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. We'll see you guys back in Virginia. Okay, guys, quick update. We've been back for 15 minutes. Crickets. So right now, again, the 250 peak is still going on until 9. It's 8:15 right now, and we have not gotten any offers. The app is working. We're sitting at 223. I mean, it's on your screen, but I'm going to show you guys. But yeah, I mean, I'm right next to the Cheesecake Factory, Maggiano's, Andy's Pizza, P.F. Chang's. We're definitely hitting the goal. I mean, I'm hoping that it doesn't take as long as it did yesterday to hit the goal. I was kind of hoping to be done by 9, to be honest, but it's not looking likely. But I'm a man of my word, so we're gonna ride it out. I'm glad that I ate earlier though, because that tasty kebab, the name, spot on, tasty. A little bit pricey, but tasty. I definitely couldn't go there every day. But every now and then, definitely worth it. So we'll see you guys hopefully soon. It's saying that a hotspot is Cinnabon right now. And it's saying that it's in Tyson's too. There is no Cinnabon here, unless I just opened it. You know how like it glitches sometimes with the names of the hotspots? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, we'll see you guys hopefully soon. Okay, guys, we finally have an order. Now, take a guess what time it is. Okay, last time we spoke was around 8:15. I've been here back in Tyson's 2 since 8 o'clock. After we dropped off that banger from PF Chang's. I'm gonna give you guys 5 seconds here to, you know, take a guess. Put that in the comments. What time is it right now? Okay, that should be enough time. No cheating. It's 8:40. 8:40. So when this order came along from Maggiano's, paying $18, going 10 miles into Arlington, I was like, you know what? We've been sitting here for way too long. Let's go ahead and take this. And I looked at the items, and it's like a family meal. It's a bunch of family stuff. So it has potential to be a banger. Now, as soon as I accepted, I got bombarded with messages from the customers saying they wanted extra cheese, extra bread, extra Caesar salad, extra this and that, saying that they couldn't reach the restaurant. And he even tried calling me. I'm assuming that's who called me from a Texas, a 956 number. I didn't answer it. I was like, yo, I don't even know who this is. And then he started sending me messages. So I'm assuming that's the customer. And when I got there, I told the guy, hey man, do you can you by chance give me all these things? And he was like, oh yeah, the customer called. And I was like, okay, good, because he told me he couldn't get a hold of you guys. And the guy was like, no, I got you. I put everything in there. So here we are. It's only a 19-minute drive. And hopefully this one will have, you know, some hidden tip action. So we can go ahead and call it a day. But yeah, we just have been sitting for way too long. So, you know, got to do something. Plus, $18, kind of hard to pass up, you know. So we'll see. Hopefully after this, we can go ahead and call it a day. If not, perhaps we'll do an order in Arlington. Who knows? We'll see you guys in a few. Okay, guys. So this is what happened. Okay, this is crazy. Well, not really, because part of it is my fault. But we get the order dropped off, right? It went from $18 to $22.75, which is fine, cool. So we're sitting around $46 and some change. And I'm driving away, and next thing you know, I get a phone call from the customer. He goes, hey, do you have my drink? And I remember when I looked at the order to see the items that had a gallon of lemonade. I completely forgot about it. They didn't say anything about it. So, you know, part of that is my fault. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I just, you know, I don't have it, you know. And he's like, oh, do I mark it as missing? Do you mark it as missing? And I'm like, well, you should be able to do that from the, you know, the customer app, or you can call Doordash. But anyways, I entered my dash. So I feel bad for the guy. And then I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and dash down in Arlington. Why not? And the area is gray. The area was gray. Could you guys believe that it was gray? So then I was just driving straight. Next thing you know, I'm in Alexandria. I mean, I'm like, you know, border zones basically. But then next thing you know, Arlington went red. Now it's red here in Arlington, and at $3 peak pay, we just need one order to hit the goal. But I'm actually gonna, even though I'm driving in Arlington right now, I plotted my GPS to go home. So if I get an order along the way, cool. If not, then whatever. And then once we get to Fairfax, then we'll dash now there, and then hopefully do one order to go ahead and call it a day. But I feel so bad that I missed the customer's lemonade, you know. And he was sending me a message. I was trying to read it, but then when I entered my dash, it kind of like threw it. Okay, let me see what he said. He said, so I put, well, okay, I'm so sorry. I believe you can mark the item missing on your customer app or something like that. And then I put, I'm sorry about that. And he said, it's okay. Thanks a lot. You were great. I made sure to tip you. It's not your fault. Oh, thanks, man. Well, I got the tip already, but thank you for at least saying that it wasn't my fault. Although I do think I am partially, you know, at fault. But at least the customer was nice. I mean, yeah, I feel terrible. I don't know why I feel so bad. maybe because it's a drink, you know, because you know when you have a meal and then, you know, you need to down it with something. A drink. He doesn't have his drink, which is terrible. But yeah, so right now I'm not even sure where we're going. Okay, apparently we're going to a Chipotle. Apparently Chipotle is a hot spot. I just need one order to call it a day. Let's go. Okay, guys, so the entire time we were dashing along the way, we got one order and it was garbage. And then when I finally made it here to Fairfax, we got the order here from McDonald's, $7.75. And I just realized that there's a $2 peak pay going on here. So it's really a $5.75, but the miles are low. So I'm okay with it. You know, I'm okay with that. So we can go ahead and call it a day. Man, what a day. But we're hitting our goals, which is what's important. So let me get this dropped off. We'll go over the numbers. Let's go. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off, and we're gonna finish the dash at $254.10, hitting a goal of $250. The time is 9:45 at night. So, you know, perhaps a little bit later than what I would have liked, but overall, no complaints. We made that money. Whew, I'm tired. Guys, thank you so much for coming along in today's dash. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. By the way, we got a lot of new subscribers, so thank you guys. If you don't know, now you know. All these stats are provided by the Driver Utility Helper app, or DUH for short. It's an Android-only app, for now at least. At least that's what I'm hearing. Eventually, it'll make its waves onto the iPhone, but for now, it's only for Android. There is a link in the description if you just want to check it out. There is a free version, but I highly recommend the paid version. You can get auto decline. It'll track all your info. You can track your miles. It's great. The best $10 I spend every single month. Definitely an investment, and you can always write it off, you know, when you do your taxes. But guys, stay safe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.